so much. I am so excited and honored to be here. I couldn't believe it when I was asked, and I'm so happy that to be in the audience with all of you, learning and growing and learning just all the different ways to grow this amazing business. So I'm going to be talking more about the social media part of it, which is really exciting. And I'm going to start sharing my screen here. All right, so I'm going to be going over social media selling and how that could benefit your business or just maybe enhance what you're already doing. So I am Erin Kaye. I'm a Platinum 4-star Team Elite with Nu Skin. I have been in the business for about 4 years, little over 4 years, and it has been the absolute best journey I have ever been on. And I've been on some journeys. So I started this business not knowing at all what it was. So I was a teacher, I was a school teacher, but before that, I was kind of a career college student. I was going to college for years and years, not really knowing what I was really aiming for. I just knew that I loved the challenge of college and I loved the grading of it, which is so crazy to think about. But I loved achieving goals. I loved setting personal goals and then crushing them. So my grades were always something that highly motivated me. I love competition, but not so much competition with other people. It's more competition with myself. So I have always had kind of that drive and that fire within to succeed, but I wasn't figuring out how to find something that would then equal income for my family or kind of the satisfaction that super hard work I felt should be kind of producing. So I was in college for like 9 years. I got a master's degree and 3 bachelor's degrees. And not knowing what to do, I went in to be a school teacher because I just knew I needed to get a job, right? And I thought, okay, I can become a school teacher and then I will have great hours. I'll have the summers off. I'll be done with work by 3:30 and be able to be with my kids. I have 5 kids and a husband. You can see them in that picture. There's triplets and triplet girls, and then another boy and another girl, all within 5 years. So we're a busy family. And I thought being a teacher would be kind of the answer to that, right? That would be the way for me to be home with my kids and have a fulfilling career. Well, always being kind of a go-getter and a hustler, I guess, is kind of a term that I kiddingly share with my team, is that we're hustlers, but we have heart. And I wasn't feeling fulfilled with the teaching career. I still had this want and this desire for greatness. I have a huge passion for travel. And with the teaching salary, I was not going to be able to travel with my large family. So one summer, I said to my husband, I'm like, okay, I'm not teaching, so I'm going to try to make some extra income. I see all of these people going on Facebook and they're selling items from their house and they're making extra income. Now, mind you, this is like 7 years ago. So this is kind of when Facebook selling was getting hot. It was newer. It wasn't like everybody was selling on Facebook. So one summer I went around the house having 5 kids and a husband. We had lots and lots of clothes that we were outgrowing and different things in the house that we weren't using. So I would take pictures of it and I would post it online and it would sell. And it was so exciting to me. And I loved kind of like, I got like an adrenaline rush from it, from the quick post it, sell it. The people would come to my house and pick it up, and I was meeting people, I was talking to people, and it like lit something inside of me. And I got so excited. And it ended up where we got to the point where we would have like open houses at our house where I would open up the door to our home and we would funnel people in from Facebook, and they would almost have like a rummage sale throughout our house, and I would be selling everything. It got out of control. And but we were making like this fast cash, and I wasn't making that kind of money with teaching. So at the end of the summer, I said to my husband, I know this is crazy, but what if I quit teaching and we open up a little corner store in town, and I start selling products that I find online for cheap and sell them out of this little corner store. He thought I was crazy, but I have always kind of been a crazy dreamer. And so he knew he wasn't going to stop me. So I quit my teaching career, and we rented this tiny little spot in a very seedy part of Green Bay, Wisconsin, which is where we live. And that was my new store. I quickly learned how to buy products in bulk, how to buy massive amounts of products and sell them for a markup. But most of my selling was done online through Facebook. I was still selling through a Facebook group, but people were just picking up in person at our store and then adding on to it. So it was kind of like a new idea, and it took off in our little small town, and it was really, really fun, but it was a ton of work. I had the fulfillment of being my own boss, being a boss babe and running it all on my own, which was really, really fulfilling, but it wasn't giving me still that income where I could travel whenever I wanted. I could be with my family whenever I wanted. It was still a ton of hustle and grind. So we actually ended up opening a second store. We doubled our size because business was booming. You can see my husband down in that corner picture. We would have pallets of products coming in almost daily, and we would sell them as fast as they would come in. We ended up then expanding a third time to a third location that was triple the size of our original one. And on the outside, it looked like we were having success. It looked like, oh my gosh, they're expanding. They're busy. Her Facebook is like really, really popping. There's lots of comments. But truly, as a family, we were falling apart. Our store was open 7 days a week. Everything landed on my shoulders and my husband's shoulders. He was doing the business with me full time as well. We had to do all the inventory, all of the renting the space. The overhead was insane. And I remember thinking, how am I ever going to get out of this? I can't get out of it. There's so much pressure from outside things with rent and heat and employees and transportation to get the products to us. That was all just kind of making us shrink lower and lower and lower. On the outside, though, looking in, people would think that we were successful and happy, but inside I was panicking. If I wanted to get bigger and expand this business, I was going to have to open yet another store, and physically and mentally and emotionally, it was just not possible. So I was introduced to Nu Skin, and I had no idea what network marketing was or what this industry even entailed. But when I found out it was buying and selling products like what I was doing, but there was a way out of that grind, of that purchasing and selling, that there was more than once that sale was done, there was more. And if I could just teach other people how to sell and make money, that then could get me further and further away from kind of like the hustle and the grind of the selling. And that idea blew my mind. The business opportunity that comes with Nu Skin in this type of model is truly, truly genius and remarkable. So I went to Utah and I saw the company. I was blown away. I came back from Utah 10 months after being in the business and doing my business and Nu Skin together. And I told my husband again, life change is coming. We are selling the business. We're selling Smart Shoppers, and I'm going full time with selling toothpaste on Facebook. Again, my husband was shocked and I think a little freaked out. But again, he said, all right, you're a crazy dreamer. Let's make it happen. And it's the best decision that we have ever made, because we've taken the ideas of social selling from what I learned with Smart Shoppers and refined them to now such a brilliant business model with Nu Skin and teaching others to sell that I will never look back. It's the best decision I've ever made. We've been on 10 success trips with the company, all expense paid. I mean, they treat you like royalty. Never, ever would I have had that with my my previous business. The freedom that comes along with it, and my ability to now stay home with my 5 kids. I am always present. We were just able to buy a new home. You can see in the picture that we all fit in. Our first home, we definitely did not fit in. It was almost like a glorified double wide that we were living in. And now truly all the things are happening. You can see my team in Utah that is just multiplying by the day. And it's all happened because of social media selling and teaching these principles to other people. So you don't need to be an expert at this whatsoever. This is a learned business. And I'm going to go into some of these best practices that come with social selling and how I feel I've grown my business. So we're going to talk about branding, right? So when you're on social media, it's all kind of about branding yourself. You are the brand though. There's no marketing team that's going to come in and tell you how to brand and your color scheme or anything like that. You're the brand. People want to buy from you. So your online presence is truly what's going to start selling and bringing people to you. So it's basically just, how are you perceived online? You get to pick this. You get to pick how your customers see you and how your business partners see you. So I suggest obviously doing, being professional, positive, uplifting, draw people to you. Branding is just like buying coffee, right? Now, a regular cup of coffee that you get from home, that you make from home, may cost you $1 something. But if you throw a Starbucks label on it, all of a sudden you're going to pay $5 happily. So with branding in yourself with Facebook or Instagram or whatever social media platform you may be using, think of that. And that, yes, maybe everybody in your town you think is selling new skin, but if your brand has that special oomph to it, they're going to gladly go to you over the next person who might be selling. So you have to think always, what is your brand saying about you? Because perception is reality. So you want to make sure that your brand is showing you to be respectful, you're trustworthy, because people are going to be sending you money online. So they need to know that, okay, she really is a business person. My money is not going to be sent off into the internet land and I'm not going to get my product. It's very important to show up as a professional online. So there's 5 questions that you can ask yourself about your brand. You want to portray your goals to your audience. You want to show, what do you value? What are you passionate about? They want to get to know you, what motivates you, and what makes you you. What makes you remarkable? How are you different than all the other people that are online? There are some kind of do's and don'ts of social selling. You never want to talk about polarizing topics, right? You don't want to show anything that's inauthentic to you. So if they've seen that you are a positive mom and you're caring and loving, and then all of a sudden you write something that's totally in left field that they never would have expected from you, those posts can do damage really quickly and take a long time then to recover from. So just always make sure that you're posting things and you're thinking about them, that you're credible, you're authentic, and you're consistent with your brand. So you only have like 30 seconds to capture someone's attention because they're scrolling so quickly. So always make sure that your profile picture is really clear, you're using good colors, bright colors, and that there is a cohesion between all of your brand, your social media platforms. So you can see here is my Instagram and my Facebook, and they kind of flow together, right? It's showing a lot of women, a lot of quotes or happiness, different things like that. So just always kind of check, are you sharing your life and are you creating curiosity so that people will want to click more? So one thing, this is like my number one tip to people with social media, do not share content. So it's really tempting when you see somebody has something great up on their page to click the little share button and just, shoot it on over to your page. But this really, really goes against how the algorithms work with social media. Social media, they want you to be sharing stuff that is authentic to you. So if you see something that you like and that you would love to share on your page, save the picture and then add it to your page and write your own authentic sentence above it. Sharing content, it's like maybe you're taking 3 steps forward because you've been doing great things with your brand, and then all of a sudden you share a post. it takes you back like 5 steps, and then you have to work to get those algorithms back up again. So that's one of my big tips is don't share content. Your lifestyle posts are really, really important. So we always have the 80-20 rule with Facebook branding or Instagram branding. So you want 80% of the content that you put out to not be business related. It can kind of have the business intertwined in there, but it shouldn't be blatantly buy my product or join my business. So something that I love to share with my lifestyle posts is my love for people gathering and having fun. I love to get together with people. I love to collaborate. So a lot of my posts are always showing me with people all around me, smiles, having fun, celebrating life. That way I'm hopefully getting those types of people to come into my business. Another thing that I'm really, really passionate about is female business development. So I share a ton of that. I'm always posting about business and females. I love, love, love showing stay-at-home moms or business moms, basically any kind of mom. I love to show them how they can work from home and never have to leave the couch or leave their house or their kids. So I share a ton of that. And then now you do, though, like your 20% of the time is going to be posting about the products or the opportunity, but you can do it in really, really creative ways. So you can see on the right here, I have a post up about the collagen, and that's my husband in the picture, his before and afters. And then it's showing me still on brand with travel, leisure, freedom, because I've got a travel hat on, a beach hat on. I'm showing the product, which is still going to be showing my brand of loving to have fun and be never tied down to an office, but yet I'm still showing the product. Also, go live. I know it's scary. It's a comfort zone thing, but get out of that comfort zone. Live videos definitely are absorbed more by your audience and will put you a step above anybody else who is also selling or promoting Nu Skin. People want to see you. They want to see that you're a real person and that they're buying and supporting a real small business. Going live is the best way to do that. And just be you. It comes across so clear when somebody is not authentic to themselves on social media. You want to just show yourself, but just show a little bit of a polished version of yourself, but be sure that you are you. That's who people want to support. Now, here's some social selling best practices. So if you're taking notes, this is where you're going to want to get your notebook out and write these down. So there are some general rules to social selling that everybody should try to abide by. When you're doing product posts, you don't want to do multiple products in one post because it really does come across as spammy and it makes you look like a Walmart for all the products. So try to stick to just one product, a really clear before and after approved picture, and make sure that the post is public. Because if you have it only set to your friends, then you're really, really minimizing the amount of people that are going to see it. If you have it public, then anybody on Facebook can see that product. Shout outs and referral posts are my absolute favorite thing. I would dare to say that's how I built my business. And basically, everybody loves to try to help out their neighbor or their friend, right? Real estate agents, insurance agents, they're always asking for referrals. That's what we do as well with social selling. We're asking our friends, family, customers, hey, will you put up a post for me? And when they put up a post for you, you're getting access into all of their friends list. And if you make it public, you're getting access to the whole internet world. So putting up shout out posts is a really, really great way to get into new ponds. So adding friends on social media is basically like building your contact list. It is a way for you to find future business partners and future customers. But there are some strategies to adding Facebook friends. You don't want to just go through and start clicking add, because you want to be adding intentionally. Also, if you add too many at once, Facebook can block you and put you into a little thing called Facebook jail, which we never want to be in, but it does happen. The magical number that we've kind of found for Facebook friends is around 4,000. Once you get up to that 4,000 friend mark, you can kind of almost guarantee that every post that you put up is going to get real interaction. So if you're not at 4,000, don't worry. Adding like 20 a day, intentionally adding them, is going to really get that number up quickly. When I started, I only had 300 Facebook friends and my page was completely private, and all I did was share content from my business page. So I promise you, you can turn it around if you feel like you kind of aren't up to par yet. So I've got a few tips for you on how to add friends. So yes, shout outs, the referral post. That's the best way to get friends, because they're asking for info on the product and you add them as a friend. But here's another little tip to getting friends. When you go to Facebook, up on the top search bar, you can put in somebody's name. Just make up a girl's name. I put in Anna, and then pick a profession. Pick a profession where people are known, they're liked, they're trusted. It's a professional profession. I like to do real estate agents, teachers, nurses, insurance people who you know are connected in the community. So in this example, I put Anna, real estate, and then pick any state in the whole country. You can go anywhere you want. So if you're like, I want to build a team in Idaho, put Idaho there. So I put Anna, real estate, Idaho. And if you can see, I clicked people, and then all these different random people came up, and I clicked on Anna Davenport. Now, why did I click on her? Because I can see that her page, and you can see it up on the right, she's got people surrounding her. She looks social. She's smiling. She's active on Facebook. She's posted within the past 3 days. So I'm going to click friend request to her. And then after I get done with that, I'll go back to my search bar, and I'm going to start adding some new people with different names, professions, states. So you can see how if you just time block and put this into your schedule to do this like 20 minutes out of a day, you can quickly grow your friends list, which is people that could join your business or buy your products. Joining special interest groups on Facebook. So this is another little insider tip. So think about things that you're interested in. Make a list. So I'm a mom of triplets. I love anything to do with female entrepreneurship. I like Shih Tzu dogs, travel, and country music. Those are all things that I could go join. Those are all groups on Facebook that I could go join. And those are communities of people that have an interest in those topics. So there's an example on the right-hand side in the Moms of Triplets group. So I went in there, and I'll go in and I'll make posts in these different groups, and people will like it. You can see 54 people liked it and 26 people commented. All of these people that commented and liked on my post are now potential business partners and friends on Facebook. These are all potential people that I can sell to or talk about the business to. So it's kind of like it's warming up the market. If any of these people say, hey, how do I know you? Why are you messaging me? I'll go back and say, well, we're both in the Moms of Triplets group. How old are your triplets? So it opens up that conversation with people when you have an interest in common. Facebook stories and Instagram stories are really kind of the up and coming thing. They're becoming more and more popular with the algorithms. So they're basically, you'll see them on the tops of your screens of your social media, and they're just 24-hour snippets. And they're a really great place for people to get to know you. They're a great place for you to expand your brand and show people who you are so that they begin to know, like, and trust you. Lifestyle posts, again, posts that are, so 80% of your posts should be about lifestyle, 20% about the business and products. So 80% is lifestyle. Here you can see I put up a picture of me and friends again, because that's my most favorite thing, is gathering with people, having fun, smiling, laughing. That's what I'm all about. So my lifestyle post here says, hey, do you want to come work with us? You can do this full-time or part-time. And then I put a poll. So that's a little section where people can click and answer. And what those answers do is they open up a whole list here of people who they engaged with my post. So now that is a totally warm lead. So with this post, I put up some story pictures about being in Hawaii on our success trip. And at the end, it was a call to action to join my business. At the end, I said, are you ready? yes or let's post. So they can click either one. You can see I've got all these people here, 347 views, a bunch of people that said let's post. So now I can then click those and it goes right into their messenger and I can start talking to them right away about the business. Also, I love having fun with Facebook stories. So here you can see I put up one story frame that said hot tub temporarily closed. It's totally green. And then the next screen, that's my niece and my nephew, Audrina and Felix. And who did it? The brother or the sister? So ton of people engaged with that, 429 viewers. And again, even if it's just a silly post like this, all those people who engaged on it, they're opening up conversation with me to start talking, and I can talk about the business or the opportunity. It's literally never ending with social media because the amounts of people on social media, it's never ending. So when you are selling on social media, it's really important to have a certain type of mindset. Social media selling does come with a lot of rejection. The good thing about this is it's not really face-to-face rejection like it was building the business in more traditional ways, but that still can be kind of defeating when you feel like people are blocking you or you feel like they're ignoring you or all you're hearing is no. But what you have to always tell yourself is it's a numbers game with social selling. Social selling gets you out in front of hundreds and hundreds of people really, really quickly, but that also means you can get rejection from hundreds and hundreds of people really, really quickly. So it's really important to have a mindset that will get you through those times. So I'm always telling myself, and I'm always coaching my team to be saying, of course, everybody wants to join my team. They all love my products. So I'm always saying that in my head, because as I'm rapidly sending off all of these messages, I need to make sure that I'm protecting my psyche. Otherwise, you can very, very quickly get defeated with social media. Also, there is a tendency to compare yourself on social media and maybe start feeling a little bit defeated if you feel like your page isn't maybe up to par. But the great thing about social media selling is that there are so many tools and places for you to go for information on how to kind of up your game. It really just comes down to maybe using a different app, using a different filter, maybe sending your posts off to a friend who you know is really good at writing and just saying, hey, can you take a look at this? Having them help you out with the right verbiage and always making sure that you're capturing those moments, the great, like those live moments that really, really exude what you are trying to portray with your brand. So you can see that picture in the bottom right hand. That's a group of my teammates. We're in the Dominican Republic on a success trip and just capturing those moments where you're all having so much fun together. We're jumping for joy, literally, because this company is making us so happy. So capturing those moments and then just writing text that matches that is going to attract people to your business. Your vibe attracts your tribe, right? On social media, putting out that vibe of fun, professionalism, and showing how easy, free, and fun it is, that is going to bring people to your business. Thank you so much for allowing me to come on and share some of my tips and tricks with social media. And now I'm going to hand it back over to Liata.